So here we are at Woodward Avenue. So actually we are just leaving the I-696, the Interstate 696, and we're getting here and to the Woodward Avenue, which is a famous road here, close to the Detroit Zoo at Royal Oak, and we will turn right here. So we are now on Woodward Avenue, and well, we right now cannot see it, but we are going right ahead, north to south. Actually, it's a little bit in an angle. It's not 100% north-south. We are going to the center of Detroit, and way in the background you can also see the Ren Center, the Renaissance Center. This is the headquarters of General Motors. It started as a former headquarters of Ford. So, and we are just going down Woodward Avenue. This is still one of the nicer places. So we are just heading into Ferndale, but things will change over time. You will see that. So we are about to cross the famous road. Guess what that is? It's the 8 Mile Road. People of you might know Eminem. That's what he's singing about. So we're just crossing it, and now we are in the city. We are in the city of Detroit. Actually, that's already where it started to get bad. You have a lot of devastated wasteland, which was already converted into new businesses. So it looks much better than it used to look when I arrived here in 2005 the first time. But you can still see some of the ruins, so we'll look at that as well. So we are now here in the University and Museum District. So you see things are getting nicer, and the skyline of Detroit becomes bigger. If you're looking for culture, this is the theater district. So here we have the Detroit Symphony Orchestra, also one of the best in the world. It's always worth to go here over the weekend. They are playing very versatile music, lots of classics of course, but also some others which are newly interpreted. So and we are getting now closer and closer. Right here, the signs of Michigan State University. That's the university where we are affiliated with. The main seat of Michigan State University is in East Lansing. It's actually one of the biggest in the country, but they have a place here as well. So now we are in the middle of Detroit, and this is the famous Comerica Park. This is where the Tigers, the baseball team, call it home. After that you have the Lions, the Ford Field, the other stadium with the football. Right here, the Fillmore, also a very famous theater where lots of artists are from around the world performing. So yeah, now we are getting into like the real downtown of Detroit. We are very close. So now we are here in the middle of downtown. This is the central spot here. This is Campus Martius. Right, so, and this is where, well, in the summer actually you have lots of people here. It's tables outside, and yeah, that didn't exist again when I came here 19 years ago. All of this was more or less blight and decayed, and you had broken windows, and it has become very nice. So a lot of the stereotypes, gerade aus da, and cliches, gerade aus da, ja, and cliches you find of Detroit, they are not true anymore. So and well, we are seeing here some buildings in the background, and this is already another city, and it's another country which we are looking at, because the Detroit River running from east to west, or from west to east. It's actually the north-south border between Detroit and between the city of Windsor, between the United States and Canada. We are the only large city in the United States who can say that we are north of Canada. So look here, it's really nice. So now we are basically we do not turn to Canada. This is a tunnel which goes to Windsor, to Canada. Right, so yeah, this is the center of it all. The headquarters. We are turning here around a little bit. So here we are directly at the river, the Detroit River. So, and the river walk, which started very small. Now I think it's multiple miles long here from west to east. Right, so that's the main entrance of the Rent Center. It's also a little shopping mall as well. Right, and actually you can sit here outside and restaurants, and here basically we go right, and yeah, that's what you see here right now. That's all Canada. That's not the United States any longer. And here we go. So we are here in the middle of Corktown. And here you see in the background, you see the Detroit Railway Station, the Central Railway Station, which was also about actually to be demolished, in decay. Now it's all being refurbished. And here you see one of the nicest restaurants here, one of our go-to places. That is Supergeil. It's old German youth language. You would translate it literally into super horny, but it's actually if someone is super great or something is super great, then you would call it Supergeil. This restaurant is Berlin style food. So you find, for instance, you find Döner, you find Schnitzel, you find all that here. So all of these kind of jewels you find everywhere in Detroit. So now we are going up the 375, which will then become the 75, the I-75, Interstate 75, in just 1 mile. So, and this is well, this is a great north-south road, the I-75. It's going from Sault Ste. Marie down to Florida to Miami. That's where this ends. I think it's almost 2,000 kilometers. Right, you can go on this road here, on this interstate, the equivalent to a motorway. You can go all the way down, right, to different climate zones. But actually here, this is one of the important junctions. This little stretch here, it cuts directly to Detroit. And we will finally end up at a very interesting location. So we are here at again at the Eastern Market, at the largest weekly, it happens every Saturday, weekly market in the United States. So we're just entering here on the site. In the summer you have much more going on. Obviously now it's a little bit, weather gets a little bit colder. But here are all the sheds. We're just right now in the middle where all the action is. So you have flea market, you have meat market, you have produce, vegetables, everything you can think of. And it's actually, compared to what you have to pay in the grocery store, it's quite reasonably priced as well. Right, we'll talk about that as well, but living in the United States can be very costly. Look here, we all have here. Yeah, here, magic potions. Lots of apples right now, and squash and pumpkins, or what you get in the fall. This is really coming here from all around the area, from the local farms. Michigan is to a larger degree still farmland, as opposed to here in Detroit, where we have lots of industry. And but the further you out, the more rural it will get. This is here the main shed of the Eastern Market. Lots of stands, lots of booths, and you can buy literally everything here which you need for daily living, also for gardening. So depending on the season, They have all you also need to plan your own vegetable garden. And so right now, of course, we are getting more into winter, so also the theme is more holiday. But look at this. This is also Detroit, and we'll see a lot of, which is really exciting, and which makes Michigan always worth the trip, in my opinion. Yes, I hope that gave you a good impression of, the first impression of where I live and what is the environment and which I do business. You will see more tomorrow. Tomorrow we are going to the thumb. What that is, it's actually not the thumb of my head. We will learn tomorrow.